The post-game ceremony in about 2 hours, but first, high-level college basketball in a sold-out crowd. The students were here as of 7:30 this morning to get in.
They were lined up outside. The energy obviously palpable.
So much gold in this building, meant for the Iowa Hawkeyes, but USC, one of the best programs in the country, peaking Iriefeng the miss, and the rebound for Affolter.
Well, you saw Iowa start the game in the zone. They're going to mix up their defensive schemes. That was a 2-3 to kind of crowd that space.
A sweeping shot off the front iron from Olsen. Such a big first 4 minutes or so to get this crowd into it, don't you think?
Yeah, no question about it. We talk about their offensive prowess. It has been their defensive efforts and discipline that has really been a bright light for their team so far this season.
They're only allowing 55 points a game. Juju an air ball, and she's going to hear about that. Jan Jensen, in her first year as the head coach, a longtime assistant of Lisa Bluter, trying to build around and build a championship program. Pretty good first choice in the draft as well.
No doubt.
Hannah Stolke digging down low. That's rejected downstairs by Rhea Marshall.
Yeah, Rhea Marshall, she is long, lanky, and has great anticipation skills.
So does Stolke. That's a steal for Iowa. Transition so important in this game. Stolke to the corner. Got it to McCabe for three.
Sydney Affolter after shoot-around this morning, and she said our defensive transition has to be all point. USC wants to get it and go.
Like that. Kennedy Smith will go to the free throw line. Kennedy Smith has dealt with some injuries this year as she took a spill yesterday in practice. Free throw no good.
Cannot measure that. And she has come ready to play at this level. And yes, it is an event for Caitlin Clark, but during the 40 minutes, it's going to be about the game.
Stolke, the miss. Offensive rebound for Olsen to whip it up top, and that's no good for McCabe. A third chance, a reload. McCabe misses. A fourth try, Hannah Stolke, another rebound. That's another three. Affolter, it falls. Could be one of those days for a road team.
I thought there was a travel there.
So did the crowd. Iowa will take the transition opportunity. Affolter slicing in. And she is fouled.
On that last possession for Iowa, it was Hannah Stolke with 2 offensive boards.
Driving.
And energy in the paint.
Doesn't Penn State know it if anybody from that program's watching after the 47 she hung up on him last year?
Yeah, that was an amazing game. I was on that game, and she was just so fluid.
Offensive foul.
On the offensive end.
How do you find that rhythm if you're USC right now?
You have to take care of the basketball. But right now, Iowa's doing a good job of being disruptive defensively and trying to speed USC up in terms of making quick decisions.
McCabe, number 100 in her Iowa career. There is Caitlin Clark. She typically gets pretty good seats here now. McCaffrey joining her.
No, I love it. I love that she's in the building. And Lisa Bluter walked into a standing ovation as well today.
Lisa Bluter escorted by David Letterman into the building. They've become friends. That fadeaway jump is good for Lucy Olsen, and it's a 12-point lead.
She had 6 assists against Northwestern in the last game, so she's an initiator and the producer of offense for the team.
If I'm reading lips correctly, I think Jan Jensen just said something about fertilizer.
You do that with boys. Get some nice screening action. There's a horn set here. They try to get a fade screen, re-screen there by Stolke up top.
Benton, step aside. She bags it.
Iowa has tried to manufacture some offense off of that.
Hard cut down low. Marshall, way too strong. This is a wow right now.
Yeah, just incredible.
It's a three. It's gotten. It's an air ball. Weak side rebound out of bounds to USC. Iowa smoking for 3.
Well, the 3-point shots are falling from range for the home team in a dramatic fashion. That one went around 3 times for good measure. But Iowa lighting it up from the exterior. They shoot 34% from 3 on the season. Look at Dayton with those fanciful handles.
That was a seated dribble after a steal. Ridiculous.
I love it. Any means necessary to save the possession.
All day long. Olsen for two. It's a 17-point lead. Juju Watkins with a deep breath and a slow trot and a pull-up. She needed it, and so did her team.
The only field goal in the first quarter happens at this juncture. Incredible defense by Iowa in this game.
Just a drizzle of momentum. The door creaks open slightly, but all Iowa on Caitlin Clark jersey retirement day.
Amazing.
Olsen out of bounds to USC.
They are splitting the court in half and keeping USC on one side of it and settling for one shot.
Juju. No. 18-4. Iowa with the lead. Can USC find its way here? We've seen them come back at points this season from tough starts. That won't fall for Rhea Marshall and secured by Affolter.
You can see the intentionality for USC right out of the break right there, going straight downstairs into the paint. If she had caught that, she would have been under the basket, so it wouldn't have been a viable opportunity or an easy opportunity.
Whistle it down low. Stolke deep for two.
Oh my goodness. What a powerful move right there by Hannah Stolke. She will not be denied in there.
Iriafen, no. Lucy Olsen on skates to the rim and got it away. It's McCabe to load up and bag her third. As loud as the venue can get. To the corner it goes. Picked back up by USC, batted away for the moment. Down low, Iriafen left it short. She is fouled and it rolled off.
Average 18 assists on the season. And that's nothing new for Iowa.
4 straight years she led the Big Ten in scoring and assists.
Absolutely.
Second foul shot is good. Olsen, step back, just a little short. Rebound for Juju Watkins. USC trailing by 17, but you never know. Her pull-up is no good, and a rebound for Akunwafo. She's fouled.
At Delaware years ago.
Really a 5-second call, just a rainbow.
It was out of her hands at 4.9, it seemed.
Offensive rebound try ends up with Iriafen, and she is fouled. Iriafen to the free throw line, and she's 3 for 3.
She's a great two-man complement to Juju.
Iowa ball off the foul. And it goes out to McCabe. She misses. USC has a little extra bounce in its step now. Juju the 5, and an easy 2 down low for Akunwafo.
But you got to get the stops necessary to do that.
Quick 6-0 run. It's a 13-point game. Affolter for O'Grady, and she'll go to the free.
USC has come into this game with, in terms of their pace of play, they're attempting 6.5 more shots a game than opponent. You have to do your due diligence with the basics and the fundamentals, and that's maintain that contact in there on that glass.
That's why they're even hanging around at 2 for 22 from the floor.
Wow. Just a staunch defense. Look at Iowa right here, mixing it up, sticking with that zone right there in rotation.
Oh, that is just filthy. The neat through line between Juju Watkins and Caitlin Clark, 2 phenomenal players, is they both stayed home to build a community. So tough down there. Affolter had it taken away. Kennedy Smith blitzing into the front court. She scores. It's a 9-point game, and we get a foul on the floor.
And they have done a magnificent job with their defensive execution in this first half.
That was the 5th foul. It's 2 free throws for Juju Watkins. So sneaking back into this, it's a 7-point game.
And they have done it with their defense, but they have to score. Like I said, now it's a 1-2-2 look by USC.
Watkins in here steal, and they do get it. Taken away by Avery Howell. Von Oelhoffen didn't take the early three. They'll play it through Watkins.
I thought she had Marshall downstairs. She had the front post up.
Juju rattled it out. Offensive rebound and a putback for Marshall.
Graham Marshall said, listen, I'm going to get my own touch. I'm not going to send it in on an entry pass. I'll get my own.
15-1 run. Here's the defense again. Smith to Watkins. A step through for two. It's a 17-1 run. Where's the answer to this pressure for Iowa? What can they do?
Well, they've got to get the ball to the middle like this. Exactly that.
Yep. Guyton, the free lane, and then she was denied by Juju. Stalks her at the arc.
Well, Guyton was the inbounder, so she threw it in and then took a dunk cut up the middle of the floor. That's what you want to do to relieve that pressure.
Olsen drew the foul. That is a bailout big time.
Just stay disciplined. She was leaning back.
Let's take a look at the book on the honorable mention All-American.
Get that mid-range pull-up to go. And I think she's an underrated rebounder from the perimeter. I mean, she's long and lengthy, but she's also active when it comes to getting those long rebounds and becoming an initiator for Iowa.
4-point game suddenly. Nice dunk in, and Watkins is hammered. She'll go to the free throw line. She might have to sit for a $153 here with 2 fouls.
And that's smart, because they're going to need her on the court.
There's a great story in the Daily Trojan last year, the student newspaper at USC, about the family lineage of Juju Watkins. And his slogan was, don't move, improve.
People in the community and giving them hope.
Affolter had to juggle it a little bit. It was out of the shooting pocket. And the rebound for USC, the Trojans, who were down 18-4 at the end of one, can tie with a 2. Von Oelhoffen, the wraparound is intercepted, and a foul. And do enough glass work to keep USC away from second chances. Free throw sits down for the senior out of Chicago, Sydney Affolter.
I love the aggressiveness. 1-2 dribble to the left, pull up. That's her wheelhouse.
And Juju just created a foul against Olsen, her second.
And her mom still does her hair, she said. The documentary with Caitlin Clark and Juju Watkins, just an inside look. This is really cute to see the underbelly of their journeys, respectively, and just how close-knit they are with their families.
There are 2 USC fans right behind us. I walked up to them and said, are you from Los Angeles? They said, yeah, actually, Juju's our niece. So
there you go.
They found a piece of the Iowa section.
It's so awesome for women's basketball. Obviously for Caitlin Clark, special for her individually at Carver-Hawkeye Arena. And that just speaks to the reverence that they have for women's basketball and what Lisa Bluter created.
That parking was going for between $200 and $1,000. Whether that's true or not, that's the feel of this game. What a pass, and Juju is there to put it in.
Oh, what a dart of a find underneath for Juju to finish with the reverse.
USC has almost come all the way back in just a 10-minute span from 18-4 down. There's a takeaway. Juju with 1 second, she got it off to give USC the lead.
My biggest dream is helping this program get back there. Obviously, we haven't been there since 1993, so getting back there and then doing it in back-to-back years, it's hard to, appreciate it right in the moment. Her physicality, I think, getting her back to the 5 position has been helpful for this team. Her shots, she gets a little more comfortable with her shot, but it's a well-oiled machine. We all knew what we were going to do. We just worked well with one another, and that took years for us to get down. So I think it's been a process for them trying to figure out who's going to be that person, who's going to be that leader, who's that person going to be in crunch time to take a shot, and they've been trying to figure it out. And then obviously you lose your head coach as well. That adds a whole other dynamic. So I'm really proud of this group and proud of the coaching staff. I think they've done a great job, and this freshman class is really talented, and I'm excited about them.
We're joined by Caitlin Clark here courtside. 2 free throws coming for Lucy Olsen. You had a birthday, right? You turned 23. No more 22. Which birthday to which birthday has your life changed the most early in your life?
I would say year 22 for me. So going from 21 to 22, a whole year of 22 is pretty special. Obviously my golden birthday, but I think looking back and reflecting on all that came in year 22 is pretty incredible. Hard to believe that some of it was even real. You know, getting back to the national championship, being the #1 draft pick, you know, helping the Fever get back to the playoffs first time since 2016. So just really grateful, honestly.
Well, just overall, you are a lifter and a motivator, not just because of basketball, but in the community. What has it meant for you to still impact this Iowa community, being from Iowa?
Good shot.
Senior night here at Iowa. What is it like to be that for young boys and girls now?
It's the hardest place to play in all of women's college basketball. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and the WNBA, you're going to be playing here with the Fever.
I can't wait to have all my teammates back in here, and I know the Hawkeye fans are going to give them a very warm welcome. So I think that's going to be special for all of us.
A lot of new players with the Fever. Super excited for you.
Really
Steph White is in the building.
Juju trying to go to work. She liked the short. Second chance is there.
So I think the biggest thing is, like, my mom just told me, like, just enjoy it and, like, look around all these people that are appreciating what you did and they love you and they want to celebrate you. I think that's something that's super special. And the same way that Coach Jay runs the program now, it's like you're going to be a good person before, you know, any basketball happens. And I think that's super important. So I think just be where your feet are, soak in every single moment. She always says that. Like, if you ask her players, everybody would probably say that's one of the best pieces of advice. Come on, Sid.
Sydney Affolter at the free throw line.
You know, I hope they would think like somebody that gives them joy, somebody that gives them hope, and somebody that can bring people together to celebrate something and find, you know, happiness in something. And that obviously doesn't have to be a basketball. It can be whatever it is. And I think our world needs a lot more of that. Good shot, 23.
What do you want said about what you've done?
You know, I hope I just inspired.
Oh, wow, Lucy Olsen.
Great moves by her. Obviously, women's athletics is taking off, so it's been really fun to watch.
Watkins foul.
It's interesting. We did it early in my career, but then, to be honest, like, whether we were at home or on the road, facing like the true road crowd, and I feel very fortunate about that.
To get you one of those.
Might be a little early. What if it's only like 2 o'clock?
There's always time. Still being fouled.
Whether it's on my couch, whether it's, you know, in the arena, who knows, the stadium.
It's hard to get emotional about something like that when you're playing a game that day. Like, what do you think it's going to be like for you when this happens?
I think it's going to be emotional, maybe. I kind of got emotional just walking in here. So
Did you really?
A little bit. Just being back in this place and seeing the way these fans show up. Honestly, I'm really impressed with our defense. You know, I told him yesterday, Juju's going to make hard shots. That's what she does. She's really good at it. Don't hang your head. Just get back. Get a shot up. Come on.
Olsen got to get it off. She does. Yeah, it's a violation.
Caitlin Clark, number 22, right after the game, is going up into the rafters. What an exciting environment for our game in general, but especially here for the Iowa Hawkeyes and for Caitlin Clark and her family.
I'm always struck by her knowledge of how much she can impact the world. Area for 2.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, she's an inspiration, and for her to also say that, I mean, we know that. Yeah. She gives people hope outside of the game of basketball. I mean, it's worldwide what she's been able to do, and what a lot of women in basketball have been able to do. Asia Wilson got her 22 retired today at South Carolina. She has a statue outside of the building there. I mean, just so many magical things happening because of the respect that women's basketball has.
Fearbach created that. Stokey finished it.
That's exactly what we need to do. I love that.
She's got serious face. You know, even her bio picture on the website, like there's no smiling on picture day.
Hey, listen, it's business.
On the other end, 2 and a foul for USC.
Got to be there on the flight of the pass is when you need to make that move to get there so you arrive on time.
This is as impressive of a comeback and a show of force and resilience for USC all year long. They were down 18-4 after a quarter. Their largest lead right now. Stokey cuts it.
And there was no way she was going to get her left foot in there to turn her back to the corner.
How long can Jan Jensen live without Hannah Stokey? She leaves at 3:23 in the third.
She might have to finish at least this third quarter for sure.
And Juju Watkins sinks the free throw.
Discipline. You heard Caitlin Clark say it's been the defense that has been on point in this game. But when USC...
She has 3 fouls as well. That would be a big fourth. Olsen Carving the lane. On a bounce pass, and she finds O'Grady. Ball fake from Smith. Way short.
Just didn't have the lift.
Lot of contact. And it's against Smith. That's her fourth. And she is beside herself.
Lindsay Gottlieb is incensed right there on that call. The defense is going to come over and collapse. So what do you do on the weak side? You slide right into that little slot.
Scarsdale's own is rather displeased with the call as well. I don't know that either coach is happy right now. Major foul trouble in the post both ways. An entire state is on its feet.
Can feel it.
Marshall fans it out wide. Mulaney, that's a three for Von Oelhoffen, I should say, and USC by 5. That's a foul waiting to happen. It's on Von Oelhoffen.
Yeah, you just have to stay diligent. That exact same trio of things have to happen right now. 2-3 zone.
Howell. No. Iriafen got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds.
Just great patience by Iowa on the offensive end, looking to get an ISO on the inside.
It's O'Grady for 2. Boy, she just buried the defender. Watkins got it to the corner. That won't fall for Samuels. Second chance opportunity. Great defense by O'Grady. Iowa basketball, 15 seconds to go in the third.
Right here. Now just clear out. There you go.
Heckel making Olsen work hard into the front court. 8 seconds to go, third quarter. Iowa last led at 33-32. Olsen gives the Hawkeyes the lead at the end of quarter number 3. What a game!
Here at Carver-Hawkeye Arena.
Do you have any stupid human tricks you'd like to do?
You know, my kids would think so. Although I think they're pretty cool tricks, but none of the 3 of my kids laugh at them.
Amazing.
But, hi guys.
That's perfect. Here's Olsen. Catch and shoot for 2. Iowa by 3. USC has struggled to shoot over the zone.
They're playing it wide, right? They're moving on the flight of the pass, arriving on the catch.
Howell does and ties the game.
And Lucy Olsen was a beat too late to get there to contest it in the shot pocket on that one. They had done a good job right to left.
And now she's here at Iowa trying to help the Hawkeyes back to the NCAA tournament against 2 defenders. Olsen, oh boy.
She's feeling it. You see a couple of those go through, you get into that rhythm.
What does Juju Watkins have to say about it? A pull-up. No answer. Affolter could not clear the rebound. From Carver-Hawkeye Arena. Cleveland Clark's jersey will go up into the rafters here. Her former team, her current team in her heart, still has business to take care of.
Absolutely.
O'Grady, what a spin.
In the paint. And that she did on that last possession for sure.
Well, her family in the crowd wanted the continuation, and Iriafen gets 2.
Iriafen's been a little quiet on the interior, but I don't expect that to last much longer. Again, give credit to Iowa's defense taking away that line.
Olsen creates the contact. Olsen got the first.
Absolutely. Megan Gustafson, Player of the Year, her senior season in 2019. Currently playing with the Aces in the WNBA, and just what a fantastic career she has had.
Iriafen back to her spot, missed a shot. A rebound foul against Samuels. This has been such a grinder of a game so far for Iowa. McCabe got it to the corner.
He's doing a nice job of crowding McCabe.
Stremlow and it taken away. Up ahead, Kennedy Smith. It's a 2-point game. Stremlow, not a whole lot going on for Iowa here. Guyton with 5. Watkins staying away from her. Guyton, they went under, and she missed it. Follow is there, though. O'Grady came in, her former coach, loving it. Into the corner, the find from Watkins. That won't fall. Second chance. Watkins, long 3. No. Uriafen standing close, and here comes Fightback in Iowa. That's deflected away over at the sideline, nearly saved, and it's out of bounds.
Extra.
Iowa had opportunities early to try to salt this game away, didn't do it. There's a hard drive and a score, and Lucy Olsen is a dynamo right now.
Look at the defense, too, by Lucy Olsen. Walling up Juju Watkins.
Marshall turns it left. Got it in the corner, and Smith with a big hit.
They needed that one. We were talking about the three-point shooting percentages for both teams. Lucy Olsen just went straight to the rack and finished with contact. Her confidence level right now is palpable and is making a huge impact for Iowa.
Fightback got to O'Grady, and that's pure. Big second half for O'Grady. And a takeaway. Olsen wide open down her lane. Watkins into Uriafen against O'Grady. Couldn't find it.
Couldn't pay that one off. Kiki Uriafen just didn't have her good body balance there to drive that one home off the window.
Fightback lost her defender, Kennedy Smith, but didn't find the ball. O'Grady shows the screen. Fightback for O'Grady. Oh, everything's going Addie O'Grady's way. Biggest lead in the Juju loves the pull-up instead of drive, and a step through for 2. It's a 7-point game.
Spicy in here.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Under 2 minutes to go, Iowa trying to secure a win against USC. What a cut by Olsen. Towing a foul. She transfers in as a big-time scorer. That's difficult for anybody to be that. 13 fourth-quarter points for Olsen. USC has all of 12. Here is 12 trying to create for Heckel. Big 3. Affolter has time. They can work it down under a minute and a back-tap foul against Rhea Marshall.
He's a Big Ten All-Tournament team member at 41 points.
2 for 2.
4 career double-doubles for Affolter, 2 of them this season.
Howell step back, didn't have the 3. Instead, Heckel, same spot. Nothing that time. Rebound, Guyton. Iowa just might do this. Oh, takeaway. Uriafen, a huge turnover. Back-to-back opportunities for the Hawkeyes who could change their fortunes with a win here.
No question about it. Saw Illinois with the 1-point upset over Maryland earlier today as well. So the Big Ten, you never know. On any given night, anything can happen.
No foul given yet. I mean, this is a 7-point game. They have not. Now they do, and Olsen will be the one shooting the free throw. Olsen at the foul line. Good. 3:23 in the third, and a 4-point game, and Iowa has charged away from USC. Juju, logo 3, way short.
Guyton has put on a full display.
Upset of the year in the Big Ten on the way on Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement day. Juju, one last chance. She's got 2. 1.9 to go. Would have been more fitting if it was 2.2, but you take what you can get if you're the Hawkeyes. You get